begin in Mombasa, where we understand that plainclothes police officers are camping at the Coast General to arrest Kilifi Deputy Governor. The Deputy Governor of Kilifi, Gideon Saburi, recovered fully from COVID-19 with health CS Mutahi Kagwe giving him a clean bill of health. However, the CS said the issue of the law will follow up with him. Saburi, who traveled back from Germany, allegedly refused to quarantine himself for the mandatory 14 days. Now, Tobias Chanji is following up on this story for us, and we're now linking up with him live. Good afternoon, Chanji. Great to see you. Talk to us more about this developing story, Chanji.
Very good afternoon, Grace. We are right now at the Coast General Hospital, and as you can see, several officials from the DCI, rather policemen, including the CID policemen and also the plainclothes police officers who've turned here. They've been here, camping here for almost 2 hours, and that vehicle that you are seeing now is the one that we are told will be carrying, or rather the Deputy Governor of Kilifi, that is Gideon Saburi. Remember, Gideon Saburi came to the country on 7th of last month, that is March, from Germany, and although he was told by the Governor of Kilifi, that is Amason Jeffa Kingi, to go for a self-quarantine, he didn't abide by that opinion of the governor, and he ended up mingling with various people, including officials from the Kilifi County government and also a section of politicians. Remember that one of the politicians, who's the Rabbi MP William Kamoti, also turned to be positive and is still under quarantine, and a section of other MPs, including Owen Baya and the Kilifi women representative, that is Gertrude Mbeyu, other MPs like Teddy Mwambire, and a section of other MCAs also went for self-isolation or self-quarantine, though we are still yet to get results from some of them, if they are positive or negative. Remember also the Deputy Governor attended an International Women's Day in Kilifi during that time. And so if you heard the speech from the CS Health, that is Mutahi Kagwe, yesterday, he said they'll be arresting the Deputy Governor, who was now recovered fully, and he'll be answering to charges concerning the negligence on how he spread this virus. Since 2 hours ago, as we've been here, police officers had intimated to us that the Deputy Governor was playing cat and mouse with them, but for them, they say they understood he was buying time so that maybe his lawyers can go to court and get an injunction over his pending arrest. And so for now, we're just hoping that maybe anytime he'll be emerging from this hospital. There's already some policemen who've gone inside there, and the pro box that we are just seeing on our screens right now is the one that we also understood that should be ferrying the governor and a section of other cars that are here to just escort him. But at the moment, we don't know if he'll be taken to maybe Mombasa locals or to Malindi locals, which is his jurisdiction. Grace.
Indeed, Chanji, but then ever since news of Saburi broke out, we saw a lot of fury, particularly on social media, Chanji, people not believing that, a person of his capacity would fail to undergo, the mandatory quarantine for 14 days. I don't know about the feeling in Kilifi since then, and even now, especially with the police camping outside the Coast General Hospital to arrest him, Chanji. What is the general feeling of the people of Kilifi?
Actually, it's not only Kilifi, but the entire coast region. People are so much concerned, and a lot more awaits for the Deputy Governor out there, apart from the public consciousness. Remember that a section of the MCAs from Kilifi County also said that they'll be passing a motion of impeachment to just impeach the governor. Remember that later on we had a burial of the then Msambweni MP, that is Suleiman Dori, and he said that there's still the same MP and politicians who had mingled with this Deputy Governor also attended his burial, Doris burial, which happened in Msambweni, that is in Kwale County. So it has raised major concerns not only in Kilifi County but in the entire coast region, but specific counties have even put measures like in Kilifi County. The governor, Amason Kingi, who went for self-quarantine, had also to ban ban industries operating in that region. While in Mombasa, remember that in Kilifi County alone, we had 6 cases that proved to be positive. While in Mombasa, we've had 13 positive cases of those people that have been infected with this virus. Remember, even yesterday evening, we were told we had one death. That was a 58-year-old woman who was working with the Kenya Ports Authority, Yusla Bulima, who also died from this virus. And she was among the 3 who were found to be positive from the Kenya Ports Authority. This has made several counties even to apply a raft of measures to make sure they curb the spread of this virus. Like in Mombasa, when you had yesterday the Mombasa County Governor, that is Ali Hassan Joho, he said as from Tuesday next week, they'll be doing mass testing and mass screening on pedestrians and even households, as they'll have to maybe walk door to door as they screen and test the citizens of Mombasa. Among other issues, we've also seen the several EPZ companies operating in the county also saying that they'll be giving about 1 million nose masks to both the national government and the county government in Mombasa, which will be distributed free of charge to all locals and residents here. And this will make it mandatory for everyone from the Mombasa County to be wearing a mask whenever he is in the public place. Apart from that, there's also a plan to start the free food, relief food, especially to the families that are much vulnerable, and this, according to the Governor Ali Hassan Joho, it is in anticipation of a lockdown if it will ever happen. At the same time, Mombasa County has also banned second-hand clothes, that's in Tumba. They've banned the entire barber shops. There are no clubs or rather restaurants that are even operating during the day. This is just to foresee maybe a situation that, because apart from the 13 cases that we've said that proved positive, most of even these 13 cases were people from Kilifi County. So with this, it has been most people, or most county government, the 6 county governments of Coast Region, are taking nothing to chance as they prepare to curb this COVID-19 pandemic. Grace.
Indeed, Chanji, thank you so much for that. Our reporter Tobias Chanji coming to us live from Kilifi, where he tells us that police are currently camping outside the Coast General Hospital, ready to arrest Kilifi Deputy Governor Gideon Saburi, a leader who came back to the country and refused to quarantine for these set 14 days. But of course, fortunately, he was declared to have fully recovered yesterday by CS Mutai Kagwe. He tested twice and they found him negative of COVID-19. Of course, we'll be linking up with our reporter Tobias Chanji later on for any development regarding that. Now, let's move on. And Kwale Bar Owners Association